Everybody got their note card nice and beautiful? Okay, there's a reason we did it this color, so we want to try to follow up with that. Okay, I'm going to write it. Do not write anything. Have your notebooks open. Have your notes open. I'll tell you what we're writing on our note card, okay? Because we're going to do an example on our note card, okay? So right now I want to do it in our notebook. Here we go. Write it in your notebook. What is 3% of 200? What is 3% of 200? Now, yes, you have to pick out a little bit exactly what it's asking you to do. I don't know what note card we're supposed to use. I don't know if we're going percent to decimal, percent to fraction. I'm confused. That's where percent equation comes in. That's why we're doing this orange note card. What is my percent equation? Somebody state it to me. Is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, so here we go. We are going to find words that can be associated with these numbers and then plug them in. Huh? Okay, watch carefully. Chase, be careful because that entire tarantula tank is going to fall on you. All right, we are going to find words that can be associated. Now, there's some easy ones. Notice that 100 always goes down here. Always. Everybody see that? You with me, Dylan? All right. Is there any other ones? Okay. Is there any other word that is clearly linked to one of these? Okay. 3 is clearly linked to which one? The percent. Do you see how the percent is right here? And the 3 is clearly linked to the percent. So that means the 3 clearly goes right there. And I go ahead and cross off the 3. Notice I'm doing it in that color so that it reminds me of where to put it. Everybody with me? By doing the obvious ones, it helps me separate the sentence and find the less obvious ones. So what do I mean by that? Now I have the is way over here, and I have the of way over there. Are there any other numbers that we can attribute to any other words in our proportion? 200 is clearly attributed to the of, right? So that clearly goes down here in our proportion. That only leaves the is, and we don't know what it is. As a matter of fact, there's no number here. The only thing that's here is a what. A what. Okay? So what can we put to represent what? We can put a variable. It doesn't matter what variable. Let's put a. Okay? A, X. Yeah, I try to avoid X because reasons. Okay. Can you pick up that cord, buddy, and put it up on the... Thank you. All right. Now that I have a over 200 equals 3 over 100, what does this problem look like? It looks like baseball method because I have a proportion with one of the numbers being a variable. Okay? So what can we do with one of the numbers being a variable? We can go across from the number, ball. The other numbers are bat. So multiply the bat, divide by the ball. So punchy, 200 times 3 is 600 divided by 100. A equals 6. Right, Jazz?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't matter how the percent proportion is presented to us. You can use this method to find it. Okay, let's do a couple different ones. Does everybody get all this? We don't have to write in our note card yet. I want it to be in our notebook to get a little more practice with this. Okay, The erase is up there. Okay. You're going to say, let's do
500.
What percent of 50 is 30? Okay, what percent of 50 is 30? Okay,
20.
the first thing you do is list out your percent equation. Are you with us, Dylan? The first thing you do is list out your percent equation. Okay, and what is that percent equation, Dylan? Is over of equals percent over 100. Open up a percent equation. I just do a blank one like this.
All right, and then you did a night. Just go over the question. Make our way back to that seat.
No, Mr. B's. Okay, what number is always there in the same spot, Jaden? The 100 is always there in the bottom right in the exact same spot. Okay? Yeah. Now, is there a number that is easily identifiable by the sentence? There's a couple that we can pick out. Which one do you guys want to use? There's no 500, honey. We have 50, 30, and then a what? Which one do you guys want to do? Of. Of is clearly associated with what? With of, right? With of. So that's going to go down here. What other number do we have? 30 is clearly associated with what? With is. That only leaves one left. What percent? Notice it says what, so that tells us it's a variable. I'm going to use B. You use Y? I'll use Y for the next one. All right. What does this look like now? Baseball method. Go across from the variable. Multiply the bat, divide by the ball. So what is my answer, Jazz?
60.
B is 60. Notice that's a percent because it's asking what percent. All right, now we're going to do a third one here. But this one I want you guys to do on your note card. So do it nice and small so that it fits on your note card, okay? Everybody understand? Okay, now that we've gotten some practice on it. You're going to write. Pay attention. Nope, Gunner, I can't right now. I'm so sorry, buddy. Okay, everybody with me? Let's do 15 is...
So we're doing it in black?
15 is 10%. Yes. 10% of what number?
All right, simple answer is
15 is 10% of what number? I'm going to do it in a different way you haven't seen yet. We're going to list out our percent proportion. So on your note card, you're going to write it. Your percent proportion, which is... Beautiful, Zeph and Jazz. Is over of equals percent over 100. Yes, ma'am?
Want me to take David for a little bit, or is he?
Yeah, it's probably best David because he's on free time.
Yeah.
Thank you very
And then I'll see
kindly.
Gracie tomorrow. So.
No worries. Did you want to go, Miss Courtney? No? Okay. You want to do this math? All right. Now, Now we open up the proportion. Okay, that's why we're doing this about no card shaped or no card sized. What numbers are clearly attributed? 15 looks like it clearly goes with the is, right? So that's going to go right up here. We mentioned that the 100 can always be put down here. Now I am using the colors, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned. Now that leaves the of and the percent. What can we pick out here? Jaden. 10%. That's clearly the percent. And then that leaves of what? Remember, what cues us that it's what? What do we want to use, Chase? Y. Good. Okay, so that's going to be Y. What does this look like? Baseball method. So we can go across from the variable, multiply the bat, divide by the ball. Okay, somebody write it in for me, and then you can write down here. I didn't put yellow, so you can do it in black. Somebody punch it in and get it?
Yeah.
Just a message from a scam likely.
Say hello. What did you see?
150? Yep.
So, go back to the question. How much of the earth fresh water? Thank you. That's all you have to say. 70%. That's it. 70. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to say.
Everybody good?
Was not needed.
All right, can we open up the math book, please? I actually don't have one in front of me. If somebody could show me a math book. Thank you. Hang on. I want you guys working on page 218. You're doing numbers 10 through 27. Whatever you don't finish for classwork is going to be homework, okay? 10 through 27. There will be some examples on there that will say this. Find whatever. Like it'll say find 10% of 40. Okay? Find 10% of 40. Again, is the exact same way. Okay? So you have purple, 100. You have the of. You have 40. You have 10%. And notice there was nothing up here for the is. That's how come you know the is going to be a variable. So you can put a variable up there. Okay? So don't get scared by seeing the word find. What?
Why do the variables change spots?
The variable will change spots. Yep, it will change spots. Don't get tripped up by, it's supposed to be here. It's not. It'll change spots every time if you do it right. Everybody understand what we're doing? Numbers 10 through 27 on page 218. All right, choppy chop. Go for it.
Thank you.
Thank you.